Yours me, your boy, Shonen Boy here today. I'm here today to do a read-through of the latest chapter of One Piece, chapter 1058, A New Emperor. And yo, before we start this chapter is so good. I've already read through it a little, read through it already, and there was, we just get the new bounties for the Straw Hats. We get new bounties for the Straw Hats. That's crazy. Oh my god, I wanted to see these for so long. I wanted to see what the Straw Hats bounties are going to be like after Wano, and how high Zoro's gonna be, and how high Sanji's gonna be, and what Luffy's gonna get. We already know what Luffy got and everything like that. But what other Straw Hats, how big the bounties have gotten and everything like that. And also in this chapter we get to see what's going on with the Cross Guild, and we also get Mihawk's bounty. We get Mihawk's bounty. Oh my god. We've never seen Mihawk's bounty, never in the story, I don't think. But we get Mihawk's bounty, and we also get Crocodile's new bounty, and also Buggy's bounty. Oh my god. This chapter is amazing. This is a really good chapter to come back to after the last chapter we had with, everyone writing off Oda and calling him a bad writer, and, and him dropping the ball and everything like that, and Yamato not joining the crew, and, Hiyori's message and all that sort of stuff, and everyone being in a tizzy on Twitter and everything like that. This is the perfect chapter to come back to and reclaim his name of Goda. Is the best way to come back. And oh my god, this chapter is so good. Let's get into this. So, the cover page, we get to see Caesar and the Germa siblings, and he throws up a smoke screen or a poison gas, and he goes over to one of the Germa siblings. Can you please help me? I want to get out of here. Help me escape. And they look pretty beat up after dealing with Katakuri and Oven. So yeah, they're going to probably escape with Caesar and go back to the Germa, and I'm pretty sure maybe Caesar's gonna be judge, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, that'd be pretty cool. So yeah, that's pretty much the cover, a page. Let's get into what actually happened in the chapter. So Luffy's in a cage. Nami is just going off at him and saying what you dumbass, why the hell did we fall off the waterfall? Why did you do that? Why did you take the command and we went over the water ball? Why did you do that? and Nami's just pulling his cheek and everything like that, and really angry at Luffy because Luffy went over the waterfall Law and also Kid did, and Nami's just going off at him, and Jinbe's in the background oh, come on, Nami. It wasn't that bad. We survived, didn't we? And Nami's just shut up, Jinbe. You're not a part of this. This is between me and Luffy. So, yeah. And Jinbe said, is this, Conqueror's Hockey I'm feeling? No, I got hair in my mouth. So yeah, Jinbe is thinking Nami has Conqueror's Haki because she's so angry, and Jinbe's just oh shit, so yeah. And then, next page, we go to, just the Straw Hats, hanging out and everything like that. Zoro's asleep. Frankie is, saying how, strong the Sunny is because, only a bit of the ship broke because they fell down the waterfall, and, everything like that. And then Robin gets the newspaper, and all the wanted posters sort of spray out all over the place, and Sanji's oh, I want to see my new bounty. And then we go to the new bounties. So Chopper has a 1,000 berry bounty increase, and it's wow. So yeah, so he has a 1,000 berry increase. Nami So Nami has a bounty of 366 million. That is crazy. Nami has such a big bounty now, and that is crazy how much Nami is worth. Has a 383 million berry bounty, which is cool, and that's cool for the Soul King. And then we get Frankie's bounty, and Frankie got kind of screwed over. His bounty is the Sunny, and it's just like, what the hell? They didn't even get a photo of me. So yeah, so he has a 394 million berry bounty. And then Usopp's bounty. Usopp's bounty is 500 million berries. The same number as Luffy's bounty when he was, I think, in Dressrosa, I think it was. It was in Dressrosa. Like, he had like a 500 million berry bounty. And it was just like, holy shit, Usopp is worth so much money. Like, damn, son. Like, Usopp, like, damn, he has a lot of berries. And then we get to the big dogs. Robin's bounty is 930 million. 930 million is really good for Robin because she is very, dangerous. She can read the poneglyphs and everything like that. So it's really, that's the bounty I think of when I see, someone who can read the poneglyphs and everything like that. So yeah, and then we get, Sanji's bounty. Sanji's bounty is lower than Jinbe's bounty. He has a 1.32 million berry bounty. I think that's how you say it. Yeah. And it's lower than Jinbe's bounty. Oh my god. It's official. Jinbe over Sanji. Yeah. But then we get Jinbe's bounty is 1,100,000,000. And it's just that's a pretty easy number to remember. And then we get Zoro's weird bounty. It's 1,100,000,000,1,100. I think that's how you say it. And like, who comes up with these numbers? Seriously, who comes up with these numbers for the bounties? And do they just randomly put numbers down and they go, here's the bounty? It's like, who makes the bounties? I actually want to know who makes the bounties in the One Piece world. I know it's not, the guy in the Marines who announces the bounties. I don't remember his name. I think it's like Greenyu or something like that. I don't know. Some Marine announces the bounties to everyone. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. And but I want to know who comes up with these numbers for the bounties and who and I guess the news crews distribute them and everything like that. So yeah. And then Luffy is still in the cage, and Sanji and Zoro are fighting in the background because Sanji's bounty is lower than Zoro's, so they're fighting. And Luffy's like, "Can you let me out of the cage? I want some food." And then it says his bounty is 3 billion. So yeah, so we got all the Straw Hat bounties, and oh my god, they are so powerful and so and they're worth so much money. I swear I have it on my phone. Just hold on. I saw on I think it was like Twitter or something like that where someone added up how much money all of the no, I don't have it on my phone. Well, whatever. But but someone added up how much money, all of the Straw Hat bounties are combined together, and it was some like ridiculous number. And if I remember correctly, it was like somewhere where around the 8 billion mark, where all the Straw Hats together, have like this much bounty. So yeah. So, they have a lot of money, for, the heads of the Straw Hat crew. So, yeah. So, let's move on to the next part of the chapter. So, next part of the chapter, we get to see, Buggy, Crocodile, and Mihawk. And Mihawk and Crocodile are not happy with, Buggy, because Buggy, gave out all those flyers, and the Marines think that he is a emperor, and Mihawk and Crocodile are underneath him, and that was a screw up by the Marines. And we sort of get the backstory of how the Cross Guild was like sort of formed, and so basically what happened is that Mihawk was packing up his stuff, and he was going to get off his island because the Marines were attacking him every single day and everything like that. So then Crocodile calls him up on the Denman Mushi and was like, "Oi, Mihawk, do you want to join me? Because you're no longer a warlord now, and we knew each other back in the day as warlord buddies. So do you want to team up and we'll be a force to reckon with?" So yeah, so Mihawk says, "Sure, I will. I'll join you. Why not?" And he joins like Crocodile, and Crocodile goes to Buggy because Buggy was owed Crocodile some money because Crocodile, gave some money to Buggy to start up his delivery service, and now he became a warlord and everything like that. But then his warlord title got abolished, so now he is just a regular pirate. So now Crocodile's come to the island that Buggy has, and he destroys all of the ships that came after Buggy, and basically Crocodile says, "I'm here to collect my money. Where's my money? So yeah, so Buggy, they're having a meeting with like Buggy and everything like that. And Buggy's just like, "I can't give you the money, okay? I can't give you the money, but you can have my island. You can have all of my island. You can have all my dudes. You can have my delivery service and everything like that. And you can just take it. Just please don't hurt me." So yeah, and then he calls up, Mihawk, and then they form the Cross Guild, and then Buggy delivers all of the flyers out to the world. Like he gives all the flyers out to the world, and he says, "Oh, we're in a group now, Mihawk and Crocodile, and also me, Buggy, and I'm the leader." and because he doesn't really say he's the leader, but the other his underlings, his crew, think that he's the leader, so they distribute the flyers as like Buggy is the leader of this Cross Guild, and Mihawk and Crocodile are underneath him, and and Crocodile and Mihawk are not happy. They are not happy, and they're like, "How the hell did you become an emperor and we're underneath you? Like, how the fuck did that happen? How, you are the worst emperor, and you are such a slimy slime ball, and you, how the hell did you, con your way into becoming an emperor? What the hell is this?" So yeah, they're not happy, and then we get Crocodile's new bounty is 1,965 1,965 million. Yeah, that's how you say it. Yeah. So we get Crocodile's new bounty, which that's a lot. Like, I don't remember what Crocodile's bounty was before this, but damn, he has a lot of berries. And when it comes to Crocodile, I really hope that we see him in action. I really hope that we see another fight between someone and Crocodile, and him showing off, his power and what he's learned after these 2 years. Because he's been in hiding. He's been in hiding and building up his forces and everything like that. And I just want to see how powerful Crocodile is now that he's like in sort of the new world, I guess you could say. And does he have Haki? I'm pretty sure he has Haki. If Crocodile's not have Haki, then I'm pretty sure he has to have Haki, or he has to awaken his Delphi or something like that. Because I'm just saying that if Crocodile is still the same power level as he is when he left the prison, I don't think he is, but if he's learned not any new skills or anything like that, I don't know, but I really hope that he has learnt Haki or something like that, armored, or or observation, or maybe both, who knows. But and I also would like him to maybe have his fruit awakened, who knows. But yeah. But then we also get Mihawk's bounty, and Mihawk's bounty is 3,590,000,000. Like yeah, that's how you say it. 3,590,000,000. So yeah. So Mihawk's bounty is ridiculous, and he has like one of the highest bounties that is like that is just a one man sort of like pirate crew. He makes up like a full on pirate crew by himself, and now he's joined the Cross Guild. Like Mihawk, damn son, and I don't know how powerful Mihawk is. I'm pretty sure he is around the I wouldn't say he's like Yonko level, but like he's around that level. Like he can definitely handle himself. So yeah, so Mihawk's bounty is definitely a good bounty that I like. So yeah. And then we get Buggy's bounty. Buggy's bounty is 3,189,000,000. So Mihawk's bounty is higher than Buggy's, but he is named the Emperor, and he is, I want to say, not the lowest bounty for the Emperors, but he has but I'm pretty sure Blackbeard's bounty has gone up, and maybe Shanks's bounty has gone up. We know Luffy's bounty, but Buggy's bounty is higher than Luffy's. It's higher than Luffy's bounty, and that is crazy. So yeah. And Crocodile and Mihawk are not happy, and we see Mr. One and the rest of his crew and everything like that, and just like, oh man. and then they go out and sort of address the rest of his crew and how they sort of feel about Buggy becoming the new emperor. And he says, "Listen up, guys, we're gonna let me introduce you to the new commanders of the Cross Guild, Mihawk and also Crocodile." So Buggy addresses his crew and says that Mihawk and also Crocodile are going to be part of the Buggy delivery service, and now we're going to be called the Cross Guild, and they're going to be helping me out to do this sort of this organization. And so yeah, and everyone like cheers for Buggy, and they go, "Captain Buggy, yeah!" And so yeah, and Buggy's just like, "Oh shit, what have I got myself into?" And it's just like, and Mihawk and also Crocodile are just looking, very serious, about this thing and everything like that. And then we get into the end of the chapter where we get to see the Revolutionary Army. Like we haven't seen those guys in forever, so we get to see Dragon, and he's talking about I'm so glad that we got, Kuma back, and, that no one was, badly hurt and everything like that. And we don't see that any of the people that went to Marijois and fought Fujitora and Green Bull have got any big injuries or anything like that. Like, Morley seems fine, Karasu seems fine, whatever that, the mink dude is called. Can't remember his name, but they seem like they're totally fine. And and we see Koala, and we see the other commanders and everything like that. Even a Vankoff's there, and so yeah, so they're hanging out and everything like that. Then we get to see Kuma, and Dragon's asking Kuma what he has, what he's seen, what he's been doing, and everything like that. So I'm assuming that they might have got Kuma back to his old self, or they've reprogrammed him to work for the Revolutionary Army. Who knows? But And then we get the end of the chapter. We get to see a transponder snail, and it says, "It's me, Sabo. Hello, this is Koala," and that's the end of the chapter. I don't think there's anything else that we need to really talk about. Yeah, I'm just. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else that we need to talk about when it comes to the what happened in the chapter. And this chapter is really good, like really good. Like I'd give it a good solid maybe 9.5 out of 10. Like, this chapter is so good. We get the bounties of the Straw Hats. We get to see the Cross Guild. How did the Cross Guild come about, the backstory and everything like that. Mihawk's bounty, Crocodile's bounty, and even Buggy's bounty. And this chapter, there is so much that happens in this chapter, and oh man, I'm just so happy that we're away from Wano, and we're finally moving on with the story, and we're finally like going forward in with the plot and everything like that, and we're just getting back to the core Straw Hat crew and everything like that, with Jinbe vibing with the crew now, and him getting used to how the crew feels like, and getting all the new bounties, seeing the Cross Guild and how it formed, and Buggy's delivery service, and how Mihawk was recruited into the Cross Guild, and how Crocodile started the Cross Guild, because Crocodile is like the one who sort of started the Cross Guild, and he's the one who sort of like made it what it is. Buggy is just like the sort of the marketing person, and Mihawk is like the muscle. And so but then the Marines sort of messed up and thought Buggy was like the head of the Cross Guild, and now he is the emperor, and they say like Crocodile and Mihawk are underneath him, so they're not happy about that. So this chapter is great. I really love this chapter, so I might make a discussion video about the chapter and give you more go over the chapter again, but more in depth, if you'd like to see that. But this chapter was really, really good, and I'm really excited to see what's going to happen next. Are we going to, cut to the Holy Land and see if anyone's been captured, like Bo Hancock, or or where Sabo is where he is, or are we going to see, something else? Like, I honestly, anything's on the board. I want to see where Vivi is. What is she captured? Is she alive? What happened to Cobra? Is he dead? Yes, I'm pretty sure Cobra is dead, but I'm not too sure that if Sabo is the one who killed Cobra, because some people were saying that Sabo was the one who killed Cobra, but we haven't really got a confirmation about that just yet. So yeah, but I honestly think anything's on the table right now. I really hope we get to see where Sabo is, or where Vivi is, or we get to see what's going on around the world, what happened to the Alabasta Kingdom, and maybe the Holy Land, who's captured. Maybe Bo Hancock's captured. Who knows? But honestly, there is so much that that could happen now that we are away from Wano. Like, anything's on the table, and I am really excited to see what's going to happen next. There is a break next week, so that's sad. But honestly, this chapter, there's a lot to chew on in this chapter. There's a lot of meat. So but I will do a discussion video about the chapter and go over everything I think of, and how people's reactions are and everything like that. And I'm just really excited that we're away from Wano and that we're moving on with the plot. So yeah, but anyways, this is your boy Shonen Boy signing out. Like and subscribe, comment down below. What did you think about this chapter? What do you think about the Cross Guild, how they formed, and how Buggy and also Crocodile and Mihawk's bounties? What did you think about those bounties? Do you think they're too high or too low? And what do you think about the Straw Hats' new bounties? What do you think about Jinbe being over Sanji? And what do you think about Zoro's weird bounty, and and who makes the bounties, who gives out the numbers for these bounties? Because they're just the bounties are very weird when they come up with numbers for the bounties. So yeah, but there's a lot that happens in the chapter, and I'm just really excited to see what's going to happen next. And also the Revolutionary Army. What do you think is going to happen next with those guys? And where do you think Sabo is? And what do you think happened with Kuma? Has he been reprogrammed to work with the Revolutionary Army, or has he come back to his senses, or his old self, and now he works with the Revolutionary Army? But who knows? But put your comments down below about what you think about the chapter, and until next time, I'll talk to you guys later, and have an awesome day.